Find somewhere to park. All right. Good morning. This is Tyler County Commissioners Court. It's Monday, December 11th, 2023. It's a little after 10 a.m. Looks like we do have a quorum here today. We'd like to acknowledge our guests for being here today. Madam Clerk, was everything posted accordingly?
Yes.
All right. Pledge allegiance, Commissioner Marshall. You look good. Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, Sheriff, would you mind doing that?
Yes, sir, I'd be honored. Let's pray. Father, thank you so much for this day. Lord, thank you for this opportunity you've given us to come here today. Lord, to do the county's business, we pray, dear Lord, that you would just have your hand over us, Lord, as we make the decisions that we make. Father, thank you for our county, for always protecting us, guiding us, leading us as only you can. Father, as we embark on this time of year, we just pray that you would be with those that are less fortunate, those that are needy. Lord, may we extend our minds and our hearts to them, Lord, to assist in any way. And Father, I just pray that you forgive us of where we failed. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right. Do we have any public comments at this time? No public comments. We'll move into our minutes from previous meeting. We don't have any on there.
Yes, sir, we do.
Do we have one?
Yes, sir.
It's showing.
November 20th.
Okay, November 20th.
A motion to approve those minutes. Second.
There's a motion to approve. Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same. All right. We have some monthly reports. We have the probation report, the clerk report, county extension report, auditor report, Justice of the Peace Precinct 1 report, and the nutrition center report. Need a motion to accept all these monthly reports.
Motion to accept.
There's a motion to accept. Need a second?
Second.
A second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right.
Second time?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second time that they're in there.
All right. Move down to item number 5, our budget amendment, line item transfers. Madam Clerk, do we have some?
Yes, sir.
All right, needs to be approved. Y'all got a chance to review those.
Motion to approve the budget amendment line item transfers.
There's a motion, there's a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right. I need a motion to pay the county bills.
So moved.
There's a motion.
Second.
There's a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. Tyler County Treasurer's Report. Everybody get a chance to look over it? It's right here. The big one
Make a motion that we accept
here. All right.
the treasurer's report, that we approve the treasurer's report.
The motion to approve the Treasurer's Report needs a second.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right, item number D is the ratification of deputation for Chantel James in the county clerk's office.
Gonna table that. She's not here to do it.
She's not here to do it today,
She's
so we need to table that.
Yes.
All right,
Make a motion to table it.
there's a motion to table it.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. Item number D has been tabled. All right. It looks like the district clerk's office is not here. The introduction of new deputy clerk Crystal Ferris in the district clerk's office. She's not here today, but I don't know if we need to table that or not. Just, huh? They're having court.
You want to go ahead and just table it?
Yeah, we'll table it. That way
Motion
we
to
can
table.
introduce you.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right, item number F, a contract for the preservation of probate records from 1800 through 1950 and the free preservation of records from 1951 to June 1964. This is something that Donnie's has been working on. And does she have any more information about that?
Not that I know of, she didn't tell me anything.
All right, it's just a normal thing that she does every year
Right.
with her preservation.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion to approve.
Second.
There's a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. All right, item number G, to go out for bids on a 2024 Chevrolet for Precinct 4 Road and Bridge Department. Commissioner Hudson,
Yeah, I'd like to put that in the form of a motion. Seconds.
there's a second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. All right, item number H, to renew airport hangar number 4 lease agreement between George Jim Huckins Jr. and Tyler County Airport. Commissioner Marshall,
I'll put that in the form of a motion.
there's a second.
Jim's been out there several years. He's a good leasing.
Okay. All right, there's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Before we go too far, Mike, how many we got now out there? I know we got several that have built. Six. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
They got any on that other side that are?
Not yet, but we got one or two planted on.
Okay.
And it's looking,
Yeah.
it's looking really good too.
Yeah. Looks like an airport.
Yeah, it's looking like an airport, that's for sure. All right, all in favor say aye. Any opposed, same. All right, item number I, accepting donation for Tyler County booster to be applied to Veteran Service Department. Commissioner Wexler,
I put that in the form of a motion.
there's a motion.
Second.
Second,
Ms. Kelly, would you like to come up and,
yes,
speak on this agenda item?
Sure, who's gonna accept it?
we'll let.
Judge can accept it.
Don't matter.
How you wanna do this? I do wanna say what we did was we said that we would donate $5 for every veteran's picture that ran in the paper. And so we had 48, so it was 240, and we intended to slip this in and just we had no idea we had to go.
Would you come around here?
Ms. Tina, come on up here.
Get a-
Ms. Tina
get a
is our
picture.
veteran service officer also, so she needs to be one to.
Yeah,
So you want us back?
yeah, come on back here. Y'all can just stand right back here behind us, and we'll sit
We
there.
were really hoping this would be a little quieter, but
All right, thank you.
thank y'all.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Item number J. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Did we vote on this? I thought we did. Motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say. All right. Item number J, ratification of change order number 5, the Tyler County Phase number 2 renovations. This is some more, change orders that we had.
Yeah, Judge, it was included in our packet, but I'll just for the record go on and say that there were some changes on, like Marsh waterproofing was $1,800, inland environmentals, which was the asbestos in the tiles. They had to remove that. Then they gave us a credit for the cabinets, which was $7,000. So the subtotal was gonna be $1,631.52.
Yep.
So.
Before we vote on that too, I'd like to let the Commissioners Court know, we walked around the courthouse the other day thinking that we were through, but, the Christmas program that we had here showed us that we had some leaks underneath the staircase here. And, we walked around with Don Peach and found where there is cracks in the sidewalk going up into the district courtroom. And so they're gonna have to be working on that. That's something else they're gonna have to step back in and come and work on, is the steps out here to try to keep it from leaking. It is leaking all underneath the little port,
Making the stucco bubble up.
Yeah. making the stucco bubble up. So all the work that they had done on that would just be ruined if they don't get in here and fix that. So they'll be moving in, working on that as soon as they get through with, the treasurer's office. They'll be getting in.
In the
on that.
treasurer's office, it's coming along really good.
Yes.
They had to go back with the, time correct, tile, so they put all that back in there, and, it looks really sharp. So, and then Judge, the sewer
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
They drilled in the pipe on Friday, and, it came in a little bit higher than the other one whenever they got to the tie-in. So the Curtis is gonna have to dig and, bring that pipe up, so.
Yes.
So, but it's almost connected, and
Yeah, we'll have
thank
that.
goodness we put that back there. We
Preventer,
would
yes.
have flooded about 8 or 9 more times.
Yeah, thank goodness for that preventer. But, we have all that, going on. I'm very excited about the treasurer getting, not that I want y'all out of the office, but I just want to get in my office one day.
He wants y'all to go.
Well, where y'all get in there and I get my office, and we'll all be happy over here. So, there we go. But, I know y'all are excited about getting back in y'all's office as well. All right, I need a motion.
You know,
Did we do a motion?
Motion second.
Second, all in favor say aye. Any opposed, same.
Who motioned?
Joe made the motion.
Joe made a motion,
Doug.
Doug second.
Okay, I'm just not hearing all that.
All right. We'll move, item number K to our last item. We're gonna skip it and we're gonna save it for our last one. Item number L, department, to do vacation and compensation payout for employees before the end of the year. What this is, and Sheriff, did you want to speak on that just a little
Yeah,
bit?
just give the commissioners a little background on this and some of the really key players that started this, my chief deputy, Shaw and Jackie and Leanne, treasurer, both out and available today. Kind of what, it got started with the fact of really within my department, the shortage that we're seeing and we're facing, and these guys and gals not being able to take all their time off. Wanted to, approach the idea that if we had monies left over in our salaries, that we'd be able to pay these individuals out for vacation times and comp times that they don't get to take. And the more we looked at it, it's kind of like, it might be best for the whole county to consider that with all the projects you guys have going on and the different department heads that have things going on with their office, they're not being able to, get all these taken off, that we just like the court to consider and approve that. We began and titled this kind of as a hardship payout, if you will, is the way we kind of got this titled out. And again, it goes back to if there's any monies that have already been allotted for the 2023 salary line item budget. So it would be money that was still within each department, not asking for any type of additional money. On this payout, so.
It's just money that's already put in your budget and everything else.
Yes, correct.
You've just been so shorthanded, just like others,
Yes,
shorthanded,
exactly.
that they had to work overtime and.
Yeah, we're just looking forward to consider that. We've been having to, like I said, fill those spots and vacations and taking time off hadn't been possible.
And that may be something that we need to look at, next year, maybe a little workshop and look at our policies and different things on that.
Yeah,
And see how we have that set up.
The only thing that I could see could be a potential problem is, if you had more comp time than, but I guess you could just roll that over,
Yeah.
right, Sheriff?
Yes, yeah.
You didn't have to pay out for all, like you didn't have enough money in your budget.
Yeah, and I think what this is too, a lot of this, and I wish Leanne was here, they were, and Pamela, you may know, I think we're just paying down to the minimums.
Yeah.
I should have added that, we're paying down, what we're doing is paying down to the minimum that you can hold over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they
don't
lose.
So they won't lose their
Exactly,
vacation
exactly.
because they hadn't been able to take their vacation.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll put it in form of a motion.
That number is higher than
yes.
average.
There's a motion.
Second.
There's a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say.
Thank you.
All right. Item number M, annual I3 verticals net data and RVI, imaging software maintenance for the county clerk and the JP office. Both of these are together. Just their normal maintenance software agreement.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion to approve. Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right, item number N, our reappointment of Ethel Rogers, Betty Whitworth, Michael Marshall to the Tyler County Hospital Board of Managers.
Motion to approve, Judge.
There's a motion. Need second.
Second.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right. Mike couldn't vote on that one, so yes, he had to sustain.
Well, and I will say that, everything's going well at the hospital. And Ms. Sandra, you want to add anything?
They will just need to be sworn in at the first board meeting in January.
Okay, all right.
And Ms. Rogers, Ethel, she sends her, I guess, what'd you say? She's sorry she couldn't be here today.
Right, she couldn't be here
But she's
today.
subbing at the
very
school
interested.
today, so I told her she was losing it if she was subbing at the school.
But I tell you, getting to serve with the hospital and different things, I can speak for myself and Mike, it's
She
very
loves it.
wonderful thing for Tyler County. And the hospital we want to thank the hospital for all that you do for Tyler County. And we're very blessed. Thank you for that. All right. Item number O, reappointment of ESD number 5 members, Glenn Kinney, L.R. Johnson, and Ronald Willman for a 2-year term beginning January 1st, 2024, expiring December 31st, 2025. Commissioner Marshall,
I'll put that in form of a motion.
Second.
there's a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, same. All right, item number P, authorize County Judge Milton Powers to execute the TxDOT Local Government Assistance Program. Commissioner Blackson,
I put that in form of motion.
there's a motion. Second,
And what this is our
Allotment.
yearly allotment of material from the state. But if he signed, judge has to sign it, I'm gonna bring it to
Yeah.
court.
That'll make it easy.
all right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same. All right, item number K. Item number K is our presentation and discussion by Mr. Frankie Rogers from the Tyler County Veterans. All right. Mr. Rogers, you may begin.
Thank you very much. I appreciate being invited here by our judge and maybe meet all the rest of the commissioners. My name is Frankie Rogers and my background is Tyler County. I came here, retired from the military in 1975, and I've been here ever since. I have worked for you folks as city health officer for something like 15 years. And I'm here to discuss today the possibility of taking care of veterans. That's the first thing I said to the judge was the veterans need some assistance. And that's the reason why I'm here, and I want to thank all of you. And I promise not to take more than 3 hours. But anyway, I passed out something about a pharmacy that we have here in town. Our veterans are going everywhere to get their medications given to them for a reasonable fee. Now, one place here in town, and I'm not going to dwell unless somebody asks me. One had a government contract that they were honoring, and then all of a sudden they decided that they wouldn't get their money fast enough, and so they canceled the government contract. Now, if any of you think that's fair, I don't. I spent 21 years in the military, and that's not the way we want to carry our veterans. When we came here, wife and I, and 2 children, we came here, this kind of thing, we were involved with all kinds of veterans and everybody that was here. We had little theater, we had square dancing, we had all kinds of things, and we got real close to everybody. Unfortunately, people do die. As a matter of fact, I'd like to tell you that we had 2 veteran deaths. How long ago?
We
When?
had one this week, last week.
2 of them. And most of the ones that I do and was very close with, that are not here anymore. But more are coming here because you know why? Somebody asked me, how's it like in Tyler County? I can tell you, it is God's country, and you got it right there.
Amen.
And what you guys are doing, God is trusting you. Trusting you to. You move kind of fast. I tried to raise my hand and say, I want to have a question. but I didn't do it. The judge said I only had 10, 15 minutes. Now, the thing I want to bring up is the fact that we have a very small pharmacy in Brookshire Brothers store down the road. Everybody shops there. As a matter of fact, that the newspaper thought it was so important that they published a little article about the most popular and the one that is more people go to was happened to be Walmart. But when it come right down to the nitty gritty about was how clean is the place, how the stocking is taking place and when it happens, and it's not all the stocking taking place during the when a lot of customers in there. So the point is, the competition was from Brookshire Brothers store and Walmart. I don't know whether or not it was in our local paper. How many of you saw the paper? But guess which one? A big old Walmart and little Brookshire Brothers. Who won? Brookshire Brothers. And it's 1/3 the size of Walmart. But anyway, I didn't want to talk down Walmart too much because I happen to own some stock at the place. And I don't want to be stopped at the door when I start to go in. But anyway, the point I want to bring out is the fact that there is a very small pharmacy and they are just about bumping into one another. It is so tight right there in that corner. I made a point of talking to one of the owners in the last 4 or 5 months, and they had a plan at the time of expanding and getting more on-shelf medications that you could buy. But if you ever go in there and walk through there, it's just a very small amount of medication available to where you don't have to have a prescription. Compared with Walmart, you go in, you got 3 or 4 or 5, all kinds of medicine that you could possibly imagine, and the TV commercials will bring you right up to date. So the circumstances are, they want to expand, and I want it to expand, and because they have pledged to me and certainly to some veterans that I have brought there, and pledged that they will expand the room for 4 or 5 aisles for the medication that you can buy right off of the shelves. But the deal, the reason why Walmart, excuse me, I just became 85 years old. And when you're 85, guess what? All of a sudden it wins. Anyway, 60. What happened with Walmart is they decided that, hey, they don't get the money fast enough. And so they canceled the contract with the government. And I found out because I had a prescription, and I took it up there and they said, we're not accepting it anymore. We cancel our contract. I thought, well, what story? So anyway, I took this up with the pharmacy here, and they said they would be happy to do so. And so I took that for a meeting with the Brookshire Brothers, who own the store. And they asked me right away, is there any kind of permits required in case we want to expand the pharmacy area? And I said, I don't know, but I will ask the commissioners. Is there a permit they have to have?
They'll have to go through the city.
Yeah, they'll have to go through the city for that. Yes, sir.
But I was told by a very person with a lot of authority that the mayor, or the mayor would be here today. Did she show up?
No.
She didn't show. Well, I will be happy to have a conversation with her.
Okay.
So anyway, the circumstances are, there it went, but 85 again. Well, anyway, she was going to meet here, this kind of thing, and help me spread the word to the veterans about the fact we're going to expand. I say we, that, you folks is one of the reasons why I'm here. I'm not here to ask for money. I'm not here to ask for, you standing on the corner and saying, hey, are you a vet? Go down to the, no, we're not gonna do that. The whole point is I wanted to make you aware that, hey, something is going to be done by the store itself. The owners in Lufkin were afraid that you folks would come in and attempt to take over or put up some sort of certification that you had to do certain things. Well, let me tell you, my background is in medicine for many years, not more than 21. I'm a licensed physician assistant in the military. I was your city health officer here for around 17 years, and that was for the entire city. I have a newspaper article that says that Frankie Rogers is in fact responsible for the health of all the people in Tyler County. Now, you people are not old enough to ever remember that paper. So like I say, I will come later and I will show it to you. But the point is, one thing I will pledge to you, if you will accept me today, is that I will be the overseer and health officer down here for no fee, with no intent, but just to take care of the veterans, because that's the reason why I'm here now. Because the veterans and so forth, they don't go around hollering, I'm a veteran, I'm a veteran. But there's a lady sitting right behind me, this kind of thing over here. She knows there's plenty of them. She spends a very long period of time talking to them and trying to find their problems. So, there are lots of veterans, and so what we're going to do, and what I'm asking of you folks, is just accept the fact that, hey, there's something gonna go in down here that we're not throwing in a budget or competition to drive out the other little pharmacy down across from the hospital. That's not the case. They've got their clientele and it's established. But the point is, if a veteran decides to go down there, it's going. It's a nice place. I bought things there myself. So I would like to take some sort of certification from our judge with an endorsement signed, and I wrote up a little statement. Did you see it?
Yes, sir, I did.
You saw it? I wrote up a statement that I thought that the judge look it over and see what he says. And if he agrees, publicize it, and then I could go back to the ownership and agree, let's get this started. Because they were very afraid that we, as a group, would not readily accept the fact that they're coming here trying to close up other places. That's not the case. We're just adding assets to it. And mainly take care of the veterans, because I kind of feel self-appointed. Now, I told you a little earlier, I did work for quite a number of months as a health officer. They used to call me and say, go out in the county or over in by Jasper or out there and take, somebody said they got sick and they bought some meat over there. And so I'd go over and inspect and come back and write up a report. But that was a spontaneous thing. But anyway, I'm available. And like I said, you've already seen what problems you have at 85 years old.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're just about talking to somebody. Of course, we've had some federal people that have a little problem like that too. And they just stand there with a but I promise not to do that. I'll just stop. I'm there. Now, so where do you folks come in? All of you, this kind of thing. If a veteran contacts you or comes in and wants to file a complaint, it'll be after they have talked to our veteran representative, which by the way is a good organization, and you guys have done a great job on keeping it going. You really have. You got the right people in there too. The right people.
Mr. Frankie, can I ask something?
Yeah.
Exactly. So what you're asking the court to do is just to support our local veterans, because they're having to go outside of Tyler County to get their medication because they're no longer able to get them, because the contract was lost through one pharmacy. And I'm not gonna speak on that or anything else, but it was contracted that was lost, and you're hoping to see that the Tyler County Commissioners Court would support maybe, Brookshire Brothers coming in to expand where it would give our local, veterans a place to be able to go and purchase their medication without having to go outside of the communities.
We're not here to cut throats of
Yes.
others.
Right.
We're here, this is an asset situation.
Okay.
That's all in the world it is. And like I say, if you get asked about it in this country, then please. Our veterans are suffering. And I just mentioned before, so they're dying off. Why? They're having to go all over the place. If you have never got on the vehicle to take the veterans down to the city hospital, to the VA hospital in Houston, they go in there and you spend all day, and that all day maybe it's standing in the medication line to get something that the doctor wrote a prescription for. But why can't we just take care of our own very simply right here in town? And like I said, when we go down to shop with this kind of thing, the nice thing about it is that we can do more of it in our own town. We certainly, if you get your medication quicker, and veterans are no different than anybody else. You don't count the number of pills that you got left when you get down to the end. And so all of a sudden, I don't have any medicine for today. And maybe it's blood pressure medicine. And you don't take it, heart attack, and down you go.
Yes, sir.
So if we have a place here in town that you can go down there, and we've got a young man by the name of Robert, which by the way, I checked on the background on pharmacists. Pharmacists go to the same training school as doctors do. Their background is almost identical. Now, why they decided to go into pharmacy rather than be a doctor, I don't know. But the circumstances are, this young man, I highly recommend. Because if you get low on medication, he has authority to tide you over, 1 or 2 pills or something, till they get it there. But the beauty that they've got is they accept it on a computer. They can put it on a computer. They got 2 people operating computers, and they can take and go and call it on a computer and have your medication here in a couple hours. Now, the thing is, of the government contract, I personally, please, do not honor another contract. Because unfortunately, I have a negative viewpoint on government contracts. But anyway, the circumstances are, I want to go over this explanation that I would want to present to the owners.
Well,
Each of you have one of these, it says Lufkin Meeting, Brookshire Brothers. The thing that we were working, or I was working, my wife takes something like 8 or 10 different medications that are keeping it alive, and that keeps you alive. And so the circumstances are, we were working with that government contract, and they insisted that the prescriptions ordered or the refills were sent to them, and you go down and they take their own sweet time to send it to you, and then when they do send it to you, they send it to the mail, and the circumstances are they charge you for every file that got in, they charge you $12 for shipping it. Is that fair? Do they send you a letter afterwards saying, well, why are you changing? Because the circumstance, we never charge for mailing. No government contracts. So the point is, the vets, they're having to go everywhere to do their medication, every place. They go to Jasper, they go to Livingston, they go, if they can't, if they don't have any transportation, then guess what? When you get old and this kind of thing, and right away, when you get to be over, I think it's 85, all of a sudden, the state says, you can't drive anymore, you're too old for that. If you haven't got one yet, you will, you'll get it. You'll get it. So the point is, they can drive, and so they can go out and run down. But what's gonna help? A local pharmacy, they'll help you, they'll go out of their way to help you.
Well, we definitely are in support of that. There's no doubt. One thing that I'm trying to get a letter together, if it's all right with the Commissioners Court, I will send it to our attorneys for our attorneys to review of anything that we send. And then what we could do is table this to our next Commissioners Court meeting, and then we'll go from there on in.
Judge, we're not challenging anybody.
No, sir. I'm not saying we're not. We're just wanting to get a letter that is in full support of our Tyler County
It
veterans.
was to feel like
Yes, sir.
a very good thought.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate that. And the circumstances are with the commission, I will continue to look over this. And actually, as long as this old boy stands up here and breathes, we're gonna come here and talk to you again.
Thank
But anyway, I want to thank all of you. I talked way beyond what the judge said, you got 10 or 15 minutes max. So, and I apologize, I was slipping a little bit, what you want to do? You got a big guy right here, gonna hold me up? No.
No, we ain't all y'all.
We've been friends for years. You don't believe that.
That's right.
You used to call me because they had mold down in the jail.
Yeah.
They wanted to climb up on the roof and fix it.
Yeah.
He knows the circumstances. He knows, so he ain't gonna hold me off, but hey, you got something covered.
Thank you.
I got you, Mr. Rogers.
This is the best.
I got you.
You got the best. And I don't know who that guy who appeared on the paper here the last couple of days. I have already called him and told him, I don't know what your name is, but there's where you direct. Wait.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Anyway, the circumstances are, I want to thank you, and anytime you want to call on me, or you run across something. And I tell you, I agree with
Joe, you want to ask Mr. Rogers?
Well, I was just thinking, instead of tabling, we probably ought to just, whenever you get a letter approved,
Through the
bring
thing?
it to the
Okay.
court. That way,
All right. Well, I'm writing up a letter and I'm gonna get it sent to our attorney to approve it. So on approval of, through our attorneys, to be able to go ahead and send this in support of our Tyler County veterans.
so we could put that in the form of a motion.
There's a motion, there's a second. All in favor say aye. All right, there we go.
absolutely, like I say, you put me down
And I'll be getting with you, Mr. Rogers, when we get that written up and sent to our attorneys to review. And once it's ready to move forward, then me and you, we may take us a day trip one day.
the point is, time is important.
All right.
Time is important.
Yes, sir.
And the circumstances are, last year, they made a decision that they want to expand it. Because the veterans that I have come in contact with and talked with, they have been going there already. Because I'm generally there kind of overseeing things. And the circumstances are, the income has increased dramatically at that little farm.
Yes.
And that being the case, they know, hey, this is positive. So when I have something like you folks in time, then I will take it to them, they'll get started.
Yes, sir.
But everything costs with money.
Yes, sir.
And that Medicaid, most people are terribly underpaid, I'm sure. But anyway, that Medicaid, they'll get started with it. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers, I appreciate it.
Education would be all of you.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate the free.
We have any,
And I've been with it, what, for 48 years?
sir?
But anyway.
We appreciate your commitment to the veterans.
Yes.
Sometimes I drive by, because I'm out acting.
Yes, sir, I know right where you live.
You know where I live?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Like I say, I got deer running across. Some people like to come in there and shoot at my squirrels, and guess what? If they come in here and start flashing a gun, they'll have to find out what happened to Buck.
Oh my.
No, that's not buckshot, I bring that back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, we got any comments by court members pertaining to matters of county government? Comments?
I just want to say one.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know how the rest of the commissioners feel about this, but, and I don't know if we can do some kind of letter or whatever to, TxDOT, but they need to take care of their aprons on the highway.
Definitely.
In the last week, I fixed 2. And I mean, that's not our right of way, but you know, you fix that county road and then, and I'm sure all of you deal with it, but I'm getting tired of dealing with it. You fix your road really nice, and then the last 40 feet or whatever is boom, bow, with all these holes in the road. Well, last week I had a lady that damaged her car in a pothole at the end of the road. And I actually took a load of slag down there and fixed the right of way. That's not our job. And you can call them, you can beg them, and they're not gonna do nothing about it.
Well, I'm having a meeting with TxDOT today,
Mm-hmm.
my yearly meeting for all the activities that they have going on in Tyler County. So that'd be something that I can move forward with them today.
Yeah,
And I
definitely. I mean,
Put that in Mr. Gonzalez's.
yeah, it costs us
window.
money. I mean, it costs us money that we shouldn't have to spend because we don't have a lot of money anyway. But another thing too, this weekend when the bad weather came through, I have not checked. I will be checking as soon as I leave here. There's a pine tree leaning across 1943 like this. I know it was reported to the sheriff's department. It was reported to TxDOT, and as of yesterday evening, the pine tree's still sticking out there across the road.
Good.
And you know what happens when a big pine tree that has no limbs on it falls across a right of way like that? Somebody's gonna hit it.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna see it until they hit it, because especially in
It's
the
on
dark.
1943.
It was. Now, whether they got it since then, I don't know. But I mean, I get very frustrated with, and I'm not throwing stones at them because they have, you know, we're getting our allotment from them and all that. But I get very frustrated in dealing with them, and they don't follow through when they tell you they will.
Yeah, we started on all top roads. We started just having to tie into the highway.
Oh, no. I mean, and that's
You don't get it.
not
Oh,
right.
we get it.
I mean, last year when they fixed 92 from the county line to Spurger, I can't tell you how many of them I had to go back and fix myself.
And it's really a hazard for our employees having to back that equipment out there. You know, we don't have the staff to
But
flag
it needs
and
to be
all that.
addressed. I mean, and you call and you just might as well be talking to the wind.
Well, if you got your support to just kind of spill my guts
Yeah.
today on behalf of
Spill your
Commissioner
guts.
Hudson.
That place is damn big. Steep little hills that go down. They may have a little drop off.
Well, we'll be sure that Mr. Gonzalez understands where we stand on that. So,
Mhm.
any others? All right, need a motion to adjourn?
So move.
There's a motion to adjourn, second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. All right, you're adjourned, 10:49.
Y'all see here, you're gonna.